The current fitness space is filled with drama, nerds arguing over minuscule details that don't really matter, and quote-unquote businessmen trying to sell you any supplement under the sun while promising quick results. But YouTube fitness wasn't always like this. Last week, the almighty YouTube algorithm sent me down a rabbit hole of OG fitness YouTubers, and I have to be honest, I was quite shocked to see where some of my favorite creators from back in the day ended up. Today I want to do a classic Where Are They Now YouTube Fitness Edition, and go through the weird and disturbing cases of 3 of the most well-known YouTubers of the past 15 years. And we'll be starting things off with the OG fitness scammer, the one and only Mike Chang, or as he's most famously known as Six-Pack Shortcuts. Well, nowadays we definitely have grifters in the fitness community that will sell you stuff that you don't realistically need. These guys are little babies compared to Mike Chang. See, well, the target audience for today's fitness YouTubers are your average guy that got dumped by his girlfriend and now wants to go on a 5,000 calorie winter bulk and tear a pec off on the bench press. Back in the day, the target audience for fitness YouTube was that one 35-year-old guy that's going through a midlife crisis that thinks that getting abs will finally make Susie from accounting talk to him at the water cooler during the break. And Mike Chang just found himself at the perfect place at the perfect time to take advantage of these people. Now, if you think the name Six-Pack Shortcuts came from these guys selling terrible ab workouts to clueless people online, well, you will be absolutely correct. But what really set Mike Chang apart from the rest of the fitness grifters at the time was the way that he was selling these programs. The Six-Pack Shortcut ads are what cemented him as the GOAT of YouTube fitness scamming.
Super tight towel, really tough exercise, especially because it works with you. If you're a strong guy or girl, it's tough because you're strong. If you're not very strong, it's still tough.
I'm burning calories while I'm watching TV, I'm laying around just being lazy on the couch, sleepy, or even as of right now, talking to you guys, So I just posted a free video showing you how it works, so go check it out by clicking the button below right now.
So remember, especially your legs. Guys that don't like to work on your legs, I didn't like to work on my legs before, but once I realized that working on your legs can burn your belly fat, guess what? Now I don't miss leg days, because every time I work on my legs, my belly fat leans down.
While the science-based exercise grifters nowadays will try to sell you on the safest and fastest method to achieve your results, guaranteed, at least these guys had you doing some real exercises. Well, mostly real exercises.
We want the highest force to occur very close to the stretch, which only the decline lets us do. You can do this exact exercise more or less on a free motion curl, but why not be a fucking clown, set up the whole gym like this, and just embarrass the shit out of yourself?
Mike Chang, on the other hand, was taking it to another level with his patented towel rows, an exercise that breaks all fundamental laws of physics and your bank account at the same time. Now, I get it. I know it might be easy to clown on my man with the made-up exercises and the terrible ads, but you need to have some respect for Mr. Shortcuts. I mean, you're talking to a Guinness World Record holder Mike Chang. Oh, what's that? You didn't know that Mike Chang was a Guinness World Record holder in the pull-up? Well, to be precise, weighted pull-up. Well, to be even more precise, the most pull-ups done in 1 minute with a 40-pound weighted backpack. Yeah, the pull-ups might not be the cleanest thing I've seen, but hey, at least he's the only person in the world that can perform this feat of strength. That's impressive, right? Oh, wait, what's that? The Bar Stars broke Mike Chang's record the same day with better form, 3 extra reps, and 10 extra pounds? Oh. Yeah, Mike Chang's pull-up record might not be the most impressive thing out there, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I bet you there's at least 20 people watching this video right now that could break this record with way better form, and I bet that those are the same people that are subscribed to Zoorp. I mean, after all, it is free 99, and what does Gres Doucet say?
You literally have nothing to lose, but only something to gain.
Now, okay, this was his past as a scammer, but what is he doing now? Is he still out here scamming moms and uncles that don't know anything about fitness? Well, take a look at the front page of his website and you tell me. Yeah, he moved on from being a jacked fitness bro to a spiritual hippie chakra flow guy, which is oddly something that we will see a lot throughout this video. But yeah, he has some 5-hour cum flow plan that's like $100, where Mike Chang has you touching your stinky feet and slapping yourself silly like an idiot you are for spending $100 on this garbage. The whole website and every video I've seen of Flow 60, in my opinion, for legal reasons, looks like a cult. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody in white clothing immediately sets off alarm bells in my head. On the website, it says there's 1.3 million people that practice Flow 60 today, and either this number is very much fake, or Mike Chang is worth over $100 million. And I honestly don't know which one of these is true, but if he claims that he found inner peace with this program, I can see how and why. Everybody watching this video, super chat Zoorp $1. If 100 million people do it, Zoorp Corp can buy Mike Chang and stop this nonsense. Just trust me, bro. I totally won't let money corrupt interrupt me and make me a terrible person. Just do it. And listen, while you might be disappointed that Mike Chang didn't get a good redemption arc, don't worry. The next OG fitness influencer we'll look at has it even worse. Yes, ladies and gentle Zoorps, we'll be revisiting the man that inspired this entire video, Elliot Hulse. Most famous for his Yo Elliot series on YouTube, or, well, to be honest, most famous for his breathe into your balls video. Now, I know some of you might think I'm insane, but Elliot actually used to be my favorite fitness YouTuber back in the day. And he is honestly the guy that influenced the way I look at strength training the most. If you're waiting for a punchline, there isn't one. I'm being serious. Since back in the good old days, Elliot was a bit of a goof, but I have to be honest, a lot of his core lifting advice still holds up today and is in my opinion what the average gym goer should be doing.
Step 3, walk every single day. Every day, get up in the morning and walk for an hour. For a full hour, just walk. You don't need to do anything fantastic or magical or complex or intellectual. Just freaking walk. Go figure, picking shit up and pulling your body up. It's going to develop your biceps, it's going to develop your rear delts, it's going to develop all those muscles that force thoracic extension like I've talked about before. If you do it this way, you work more bicep. If you do it this way, you work more upper back. So you're going to want to eat natural, calorie-dense foods like brown rice. For some reason, I don't know, man, brown rice, I wish I could tell you scientifically, right, why it works. Maybe it's just magic, right? Ever wonder about that? Maybe this shit is just magic.
I think the core of what he's recommending still holds up. Eat your veggies and your protein, walk in the morning, lift heavy and give it your all, hit your compound movements as hard as possible, you know, just basic stuff.
It's just basic stuff, you know.
But that's only if you look at his main channel where he talked about lifting. His second channel was much more interesting, you could say. Even back in the day, you could find incredibly weird stuff here, like the classic A Woman's Home is Like Her Vagina, or the long-anticipated sequel, A Woman's Home is Like Her Vagina, Part 2. But even if these aren't your speed, you can enjoy other classics like The Orgasm Dance, enjoy Butthole Sensation, or even the popular Penis Madness versus Penis Creativity. I mean, these are cinematic masterpieces from start to finish. Let's take the ever-famous A Woman's Home is Like Her Vagina, for example. It starts off with this beautiful intro with Elliot's face expressing immense emotion, and then we enter the vintage, shaky, lost footage of Elliot on the beach where he drops his ancient knowledge upon his YouTube pupils.
A woman's home is like her vagina. If it's a mess and smelly and in disarray, don't expect anything different when you get inside the pants.
But just when you think the video couldn't get any more perfect, we're hit with another beautiful shot of Elliot and his tongue. 10 out of 10. Would fap to again. Now you might think I'm mentioning this just so I could set up an Elliot redemption arc, you know, he gets older and wiser, but yeah, about that one, boss. So my man Elliot, just like most other giving advice YouTubers, likes a good old grift from time to time. During these years he went from the dude bro lifter phase to the manga red pill phase, and now he ended up in the, well, you guessed it, weird spiritual guru with anal beads around his neck phase. Now this is not to mock religion or anybody's political views, but I think that using these things as a throwaway trend so you can make money online is quite disgusting. I'm not religious myself, but even I know the don't use God's name in vain. But I guess that doesn't count for Elliot because apparently generating AI images of God doing jujitsu against some guy is perfectly fine. I don't know. As an outsider, it seems kind of disrespectful to the people that are actually religious. I wouldn't be too thrilled with titles like this popping up, but hey, what do I know? So okay, that's now 2 OG fitness influencers that did some grifting and turned into spiritual gurus of sorts. Surely we won't go 3 for 3 here, right? We get the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Jones. Probably the person I watched the most as a young Zoorpling growing up. His physique was insane for early YouTube standards, especially for a natty guy. And hell, even with today's physique inflation, he still ends up with an impressive size and shape to him. I mean, bro does look better natural than Mike Drizzertel does on 5 grams of gear per day. Now, if you don't know Chris, he was mostly known for his catchy phrases, great physique, and simple but entertaining explanations.
Okay, like I said, we want big ass lats. We want a back so wide, bitches want a piggyback ride. You understand? Open that rib cage up. Let's retract these shoulders. Only way to do that is to get a gangster lean. So look, let your shit hang and get a gangster lean, okay? Not like this. Just a little gangster lean.
But besides that, probably the biggest thing that Chris is known for was the beef he had with Vince G, who was another YouTuber that he was collaborating with on his channel, Physiques of Greatness. Do not waste another hour of your precious life on a 10-plus-year-old beef. Basically, Chris' side of the story was that Vince just wasn't appearing in new videos, he wasn't working on the channel, but he was still getting paid over $100,000 per year. So in Chris's mind, he decided to do the sensible thing and cut him off and just keep the money for himself since he's doing most of the work. Vince did release a video explaining his side of the beef, but if anything, it showcased two things. The first thing being that he has the personality of a dead horse, but the second thing I've noticed is that he tries to sell this beef as a one-event thing.
Say that I'm leeching off of you, it comes down to this one day, one specific day. Chris asked me to meet up. This is the one day in 4 years I was never able to meet up, strictly because I had already had plans on this day. I've had plans on this day for a week, maybe 2 weeks already, and I wasn't about to change it just so we can go film. The one time in 4 years that I had plans, I feel like he got mad. And that was it, basically.
Well, let's be honest here, Zoorplings. When did this ever happen in your personal life? That's right, never. It's usually that a person does you wrong so many times that you just can't take it anymore and you cut all relations with them off in that one moment. I guess that Vince didn't understand in the phrase, the straw that broke the camel's back. All the straws broke the camel's back, not just the last one. But drama aside, Chris made a new YouTube channel called Beast Mode Jones that was pretty successful right from the beginning. I mean, hey, at least something good came from that beef with Vince G. And to nobody's surprise, he sort of kept going with the same content that he had on POG from the beginning, you know, fitness vlogs and tidbits of knowledge here and there. Chris was always a bit of a polarizing figure, even since the early days of POG. While he was loved by a lot of people, he did also have a reputation of being a bit of an asshole online. Like, hey, Scott Herman Fitness commented on my first video, leave my goat alone. So where is he at now? Well, he seems generally more chill in his newest videos. I guess that intensity goes away with age. He also does seem kind of hippie bullshit adjacent, at least. Like, he did have some collabs with Connor, the alleged cannibal Murphy, which, I'm sorry, am I the only one starting to notice a pattern here? Like, if I had $1 for every time an OG bodybuilding YouTuber turned into a spiritual hippie later, I would have $4 by now, which is not a lot, but it is weird that it happened 4 times, right? Anyways, Zoorplings, watch this video here where we dismantle the new marketing scheme that science-based lifters are trying to sell us. I know you love it if you like this one, and I'll see you gamers in the next one. Zoorp out.